So I'm pretty convinced that this is the most aggravating place in RuneScape. And I know this is supposed to help your skills and get your low level ones up that you don't want to train, and it helps me a ton because I get runecrafting experience, and it's the only way I like training it right now, and I'm trying to keep doing it all the way up until at least 59. Well, obviously I'm going to keep doing it afterwards, but until 59 runecrafting, just so I don't have to put the work in, and so I can get up to double cosmics, because I think that's the last elite requirement that I have to knock out. But it's just so damn annoying doing Tears of Gothics and having them constantly change to the freaking ones that drain you down, and it happens every single fucking time where I have to juggle back and forth, and I waste half of my time doing nothing. Anyways, rant aside, I wanted to show you guys something that I just actually found out about. I didn't know this was a thing. If you get 60 woodcutting and 75% Hosidius favor, you can actually get into the woodcutting guild, and you can turn in the eggs that you get from bird's nests to this nesty person. I had to figure it out a bit, play around with it until I could figure out what to exactly do. But if you turn these in, you get nests back from them, so it's basically like getting another crushed nest for your Cerebrus later on, and you get more seeds out of them as well. So all you have to do, it took me a bit to figure it out, but all you have to do is use the egg on the NPC, or I'm sorry, on the altar, and it'll actually auto-complete all of them if you click it and let it run. All of the same color at least. But rather than having these items just take up space in your bank, you might as well just turn them in here and get something out of it. And when I turned these in, I really expected it to be a little bit more in line with the reward that you get from Giant Mole, where the seeds are kind of shit. But from 10 seeds, I got a magic seed, I got 2 acorns, 2 maples, a willow. I actually got some pretty decent stuff. I mean, 180k total in 10 nests. That's pretty amazing, honestly. I think that's better than I pull on average from Kingdom. Obviously, it's probably, well, not obviously, but it's probably the same drop rate anyways as Kingdom, but still, pretty damn decent, and I'm not doing anything with the eggs anyway, so you might as well use them here. Now, my big focus on my account lately has been achievement diaries, and that's mainly because I want to get the Western Hard Diary done for several reasons, actually. The Crystal Halley is something that I unlocked from that, which is going to be a badass spec weapon that I can use at a lot of different bosses. But it also gets me Void Elite, and there's one more thing. Oh, the Private Chin area. When I get around to Hunter, finally, I think I'm on like 6,600 and I haven't really touched that. But the Private Chin area is the other thing I want to unlock. So I've been working on Western Elite, getting that knocked out. So while I've been working on my full Prospector for my Fally Diary, I've gotten high enough mining to boost up +5, so I was able to get the Addy ores after a lot of world hops, and then boost thieving +5 because I'm lazy and I don't thieve like a normal person, so I'm only level 70, and thieve from a gnome so I can finally finish up this diary. Now, I did have one more thing that I had to do, and that was to get the 300 chompy kills, which at first I thought it was going to take a while, but I remembered back to Autumn Elegy's guide that I watched on Faux. This actually went insanely quick for me. So instead of using Ogre arrows, which are fine and well, and since you're using full void and everything, you'll probably hit pretty decently with those, I decided to make mithril brutal arrows instead, out of mithril nails and just regular Ogre flighted arrows. Pretty easy to make. I think I only used 20 bars for, it's 15 nails per bar, so 20 bars for 300 of these. And I knew back from Faux's days that this would be enough to get it completely done. But my main concern is I want to be able to one-hit the chompies so I can get through these kills as quick as I possibly can. So with this method, I grabbed 24 Ogre Bellows, and this is just so you can fill up a ton of bellows at one time, so you don't have to constantly go back filling them up over and over and over to get more toads. So you fill up your entire inventory of bellows, and you have, what, 72 toads that you can use from that. And when you're doing this, you just use the bellow on the toad, and you set it down immediately wherever you pick it up, and then just go to the next one, and go to the next one, and anytime a chompy pops up, you want to attack it immediately, because if you get a hit on it before it gets to your toad, it doesn't destroy your toad. If it gets to your toad before you get a hit on it, then it gives you a slight delay and you lose the toad out of it. So it can't attract another chompy. But anyways, didn't take me much time at all to get the 300 kills done. I was already at 125 from the medium diary, so I just needed the 175 more. I think it took me just under an hour, which was pretty damn good. And that enabled me to finish the Western Hard Diary, meaning I can go get a lot of fun things now. Now, there's several reasons that I wanted to work on the Western Elite specifically, and it all kind of stemmed from the other day when I was doing raids, when I tried raids for the first time, and I realized that with the gear that I was rocking, which was mostly Barrow's gear, I was severely undergeared compared to the rest of the group. So I haven't done Barrows since it first came out, so I wasn't used to what the new metas are and what the best methods are and all that stuff. But apparently everyone brings Void now. Now, initially I thought that Void didn't have enough defensive bonus for me to handle raids, and I thought I was just going to get completely wrecked the whole time. But with how scouting raids works, which I'll have to explain in another video, The raid setup that you get is pretty damn simple, and Void is perfect for it because there's so much ranging that you do, there's so much meleeing that you do, and it just works so well because you're not doing a ton of mage, and you just get to use the Void with a lot of things that don't hit you too hard with melee. They're hitting you with mage and shit like that, so just a good setup to have. But anyways, I got the Elite Void done, which is going to help with both Zora and raids. And then I decided to try to continue to progress my gear by getting Ranger boots, and I ended up getting a Master Clue off of a Medium Clue. So I decided to try my luck, see if I can get it, because I still want certain things off the Masters. Mainly the Bloodhound pet, which I don't think is ever going to happen, but I still want to work towards it because it would just be a sick thing to have on a hardcore. But ended up trying my luck on it and basically got fucked by Follow the Bard over and over and over. But good news! I had the Lava Dragon Bones already from a previous master. I think you guys remember that one from one of my first videos for the hardcore series. So I was able to get that right away, and then right after that, I got a back-to-back Follow the Bard with a Dragon Defender. So that was super easy, and I was really excited about this. Step 6 of the master, I get another one, but unfortunately, this one is a shiny helmet called the Armadillo helmet. So I had a decision to make here. I could either drop it, or I can try my luck at Armadillo, see if I could get a kill. I don't even know if I can. And if I get a kill, hope that it's the 1 in 384 chance at the Armadillo helmet to finish it. Now, if it's not, if it's one of the other items, fucking even better, because I got some epic loot for my account. If it's a hilt, which is 1 in 508, that'd be epic. And all of the Armadillo armor pieces are 1 in 384. So any of those would be amazing. The helmet actually serves a purpose now for me, since I can do the Master Clue with it. But anyways, I decided to come to Armadillo, try it out, figure 1 kill is all I'm really going to go for, and if I can get more, cool. And it was actually a pain in the ass just to get the kill count, because I can't use ecumenical keys, because I can't risk going to the Wilderness Godwars dungeon area. There's so many people that PK there. It'd basically be GG for my account. So, after toughing it out and prey flicking the 40 kill count, I got my first Armadillo kill on the account, 20k coins from it, almost. And basically just did pretty damn good for flicking the minions afterwards. I was actually a little bit impressed with myself because I usually suck at doing this, and I think I might have missed one of those hits in there. So basically, the only thing you should take away from this is I'm the new Wooks when it comes to Armadillo, and I got my first hardcore kill. Sadly for the Master Clue, it's got to go to the Low Alk Graveyard, and I'm going to have to try again next time. See ya, boys.